minorities standing up for what is best in the American dream.
Martin Luther King was now playing a leading role in the nonviolent movement. Inspired by Mahatma Gandhi, he believed that love was the strongest weapon available in the struggle for freedom. A movement which required ideas, vision, planning, and funding.
Raising money was a constant. That's all we ever seemed to be doing. And I once told Dr. King that I was tired of being a beggar. I found a great indignity to having to go back to explain to people constantly what our movement was about. Once you experienced the movement, how could you do anything but support it?
On August 28, 1963, the largest manifestation of the civil rights movement was held. And the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom gathered more than 200,000 people in a demonstration at the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C.
The March on Washington demonstrated that there were more than just black people who were interested in the liberation movement, that there was a vast number of Americans. And the March on Washington gave Dr. King the opportunity to demonstrate the vastness of our reach. It was a very important event for America.
I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
When he spoke, though, if you go back and look at the speech, he doesn't really talk about the Civil Rights Act. He doesn't talk about the pending legislation. Instead, says that you might be here to try to achieve this immediate goal, but I'm here to tell you that the goal is actually something, the prize is much broader than simply a civil rights bill. And that's why he goes back and talks about the architects of the Republic, that promise of the Declaration of Independence, that all people are created equal and endowed with certain inalienable rights. That's a human rights idea. That's not a civil rights idea.
Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
In July of 1964, the Civil Rights Act was signed into law, which banned discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. On March 21st, 1965, Martin Luther King, along with other leaders and thousands of nonviolent activists, began their march from Selma to Montgomery in an effort to demonstrate their desire of African American citizens to exercise their constitutional right to vote. The march had been attempted twice before, both ending in violence and claiming the lives of 2 civil rights activists. Martin Luther King had demanded federal protection for the march, and with the final effort, he succeeded by having President Lyndon B. Johnson declare on national television, "Their cause is our cause. We shall overcome." In August 1965, President Johnson signed the Voting Rights Act that prohibits racial discrimination in voting.
Selma was the end result of everything that we had done. It was, in fact, the beginning of the end, but the end that would make the difference for all of us from now on.